It was an above average Monday for the UP. 44 degrees was the high, 34 was the low, about a good 24 degrees above average for that low temperature. Unfortunately, as we go towards later on in the week, we'll see a big difference, about a big switch when it comes to these numbers. Though when it comes to the records for yesterday's date, 64 degrees back in the year 2000, negative 26 in 2003, and sunset occurring at 6:45 p.m. Now, looking at today's highs, very similar to what we saw on Monday, thanks to that southwesterly flow and just very strong winds, despite the fact that we actually did receive a cold front. 47 in Munising, 45 in Escanaba, 41 in Marquette. And these numbers are pretty much coming to an end. We're not going to see numbers like these for a while because of the fact that we're going to be in a very cold pocket of air. Now, looking at those winds, though, that's been the main story today. 33 in Marquette, 30 in Munising, 29 in Houghton. So very strong along the Lake Superior shoreline with wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. And we're going to see actually numbers like these very similar as we go into your Wednesday. So those winds are not really going to back down until tomorrow night. By the time we get towards the end of the week, like I previously mentioned, just below average temperatures, colder. And even by the time we get towards Monday, we could introduce a couple snow showers. And still, temperatures are still going to remain below average even as we go into early next week. So just make sure to bundle up pretty much from tomorrow all the way through the next 7 days. You'll notice how those numbers will be in just a moment. But looking at those wind gusts we saw today, hurricane force gust in Frida, 76 miles per hour. Keweenaw Point up to 71. Newberry at 64, Marquette at 59. And because of these very strong wind gusts, and because of the fact there's a low pressure just to the north of us in southern Canada, that's caused a very strong pressure gradient. There's a wind advisory in effect for the entire region until 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. We could see wind gusts very similar to what we saw today, up to 50 to 60 miles per hour. So if you're driving an SUV, which are high-profile vehicles, please slow down because those cars are the most susceptible to these very high winds. But also, if you do see fallen trees and power lines, try to take an alternate route. If you see that blocking the road, leave that to the professionals. But overall, it's just going to be the wind, the main concern for the next 24 hours before the cold takes over in the next 48 hours. So we're going to be dealing with a second cold front that comes in tomorrow. That's why the winds are still going to be picking up. We could be dealing with a couple of isolated snow showers as well. And that's going to be somewhat a continuing pattern as we go into the next couple of days. But overall, any snow showers we receive are going to be very, very light and very, very light in both accumulations and also probability, about 10% at best. Overall, we're going to see a lot more sunshine coming in the next couple of days. So it will be beautiful out there. Just make sure to stay warm. Cover yourself with those layers, with those heavy coats, jackets, and gloves. Tonight, though, 19 degrees, winds out of the west at 20 to 25 miles per hour, gusts up to 50. That's going to make those wind chills go down to near zero. Tomorrow, similar conditions. Pretty much temperatures don't move too much from where they are tonight going into tomorrow because of that second cold front. Winds out of the west at 20 to 25 miles per hour, gust up to 45. But in the Keweenaw Peninsula, we could see gust up to 50 to 60 miles per hour. So just very dangerous weather when it comes to that wind, even though it will look nice when it comes to that sunshine coming in. Just watch out for a couple of isolated snowflakes possible because of that lake effect. Now for sunrise tomorrow, 7:16 a.m. And by the time we get towards tomorrow night, only 12 degrees for your low. And that's really when that cold air really begins to make its mark into the area. You can see by the time we go towards your Friday, only 11 degrees for your high, morning low of 2. And then we spring forward this weekend. But when it comes to that thermometer, it really does not want to spring forward. Unfortunately, it just wants to stay in winter mode. As you can see, we introduced a couple more snow showers on Monday.